Hi guys, welcome to another video on my channel, Quellis TV. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. In today's tutorial, I'm gonna show you exactly how to apply your concealer step by step, especially if you're a beginner. I'll show you where to place your concealer, how to blend it, and how to get a smooth and a perfect look. So grab your makeup kit and let's go. First off, we want to prep our skin. So you could use any moisturizer of your choice, any good moisturizer of your choice. You could use it to prep your skin. Remember, we need our skin to be moisturized. We want to choose the right concealer. A concealer close to your skin tone could be used to cover the blemishes, or something lighter, 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. I'll be using 2 different shades of concealer. One is close to my skin tone and one is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. So as a beginner, I wouldn't want you to use something extremely light to avoid gray and patchy area under your eyes. So first off, I'll be going in with something close to my skin tone, and this one is 2 shades lighter than my skin color. After applying our concealer, we'll let it for some time to sit properly and to blend in our skin. Going in with the first concealer, which is close to my skin color. Remember where to apply your concealer. We have little quantity under our eyes, little quantity as a beginner. Then we take it up. Then we go in here under our eyes again. Then we take it up for proper blending. This is not the only areas where we need to apply our concealer. We could also put our concealer, a little quantity on our forehead and a little quantity on the nose area, as well as a little quantity under our chin. Applying your concealer here is really optional, okay? But for beginners, you could also just put a little bit here, but here is really optional. The main part we need our concealer is under eyes, the forehead, the nose area, as well as our chin. Okay, so we're gonna leave this for 2 to 3 minutes to sit and blend in properly, so we'll be able to blend out. So guys, after applying your concealer, you want to wait for 2 to 3 minutes to make it sit properly and blend into the skin. So after that, we're gonna blend it outside. Remember, when blending as a beginner, I would advise you use a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, not wet, a damp beauty blender. So watch this. When applying, you don't swipe, you tap on it. So okay, we're gonna go from here. Remember, you're not going right inside the concealer, you're not going right inside, you're blending slightly these edges, you're blending it out, you're blending the edges out, and you're not swiping. Remember, we are going with the tapping motion. Watch this. We'll take it up, we tap. Okay, the secret is not using too much product. I'm gonna gently blend the edges while keeping most of the coverage exactly where I placed the concealer. We do the same thing for the other eye. I'm blending gently because this area is delicate and I don't want to drag the product around too much, because I want to get a very perfect look and we want a brighter under eye. So after blending the under eyes, we use the remnant and we continue with our forehead and the nose region. Okay, remember, we're going with the tapping motion, we are not swiping. We continue that with our nose area as well as our chin. Remember, we are not swiping. You could check if there's any sharp look under the eyes. You could blend again to get a perfect look. We could blend out. Remember, we are not swiping, we are blending it out. We are not swiping, we are blending it out. You could go back again to the chin as well as the forehead. So after we are done with the concealer close to our skin tone, I'll be going it with something lighter than my skin tone. This concealer is a Silver Mark concealer in a light shade, and it is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. Remember, as a beginner, you have to go in with something close to your skin tone before applying the lighter one, and we don't want to apply too much concealer in our skin to avoid break and every other thing. So this is us going in with the lighter shade of concealer. Remember, we are applying only little quantity. We go in with a concealer under the eye, little quantity only under the eye. So the way I do my own concealer, after applying the concealer close to my skin tone on my forehead as well as my chin, I don't always like adding the lighter one on my forehead because I don't want to give it this too much shouty, this too much, because it's always make it look gray if you apply it too much. Okay, so after applying the darker one on my forehead, it is really optional to apply the lighter one on your forehead. It's optional, remember. It depends on how you want your makeup to turn out. If you want it too light, if you want the forehead, if you want this area to shout out, if you want, you could apply the lighter concealer on your forehead. But the way I do mine, I always apply the concealer close to my skin tone on my forehead and on my chin. I don't always apply the lighter one on my forehead. Okay, so after letting this sit for 2 to 3 minutes, we blend it out. Remember the pattern we are using the tapping pattern. Okay, we don't want to swipe to avoid breakage. Okay, so we're gonna go blend it out right from this area. We'll take it upward. So this is it. Remember to take it upward. Then we go in right into the eyes. Then we go in. Remember to take it upward. We are not dragging, we are tapping. So this is what we got at this area. We do it for the other. Remember, we are blending it out. We are not swiping, okay? Remember not to over blend your concealer. Just blend out the edges slightly. Do not over tap, do not over blend it, so we still have that bright look under our eyes. So blend properly. You might want to take the lighter shade on your forehead and your chin. That is very optional, okay? But because of the sake of this class, I'll be using the remnant to dab on this area as well as our nose. Then we take it down to our chin. We go back again. If you don't feel too comfortable with the way you took this area, you could go back again and do some finishing. You can go back again and blend it. You do some finishing these areas. Remember the forehead as well as the nose region. And that is it. So now that everything is blended, okay, I'll be going to likely set up my concealer with my powder. I'll be using a small amount of powder because too much powder can make the area look heavy, okay? I'll be going in with a little amount of our loose setting powder. Remember, a little amount of powder. As a beginner, we do not want to add too much powder to the under eye to avoid it being too heavy. I'll be using this loose setting powder. It's a flawless setting powder, a flawless loose setting powder. In with a little amount of powder under the eyes. Then we take it up. Remember, apply this only where you put in your concealer. Then we do that for the other eyes. Don't be applying too much powder because we just want a light look. Remember, this is a beginner's tutorial. Under our eyes. Then we use the remnant, or you could add more. Then we go into the chin and the forehead area. This is a final look, and remember this is a very light, simple look, not too much, not too heavy. So this is a very perfect beginner's tutorial on how to apply your concealer. Remember, keep it light, keep it simple, and blend out properly. And that's how I apply my concealer, step by step. And if you're a beginner, remember, start with a small amount, okay? Blend patiently and build your confidence. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me which makeup tutorial you want to see next on my channel. Thank you so much. This is Queen Liz TV. Subscribe. I love you. So this is our finished look. Thank you for watching.